I like how it tells you don't use any of these recipes to cure.
Who knows, someone might go looking for a chemical compound to make some coffee with. But, like, I feel like I've got fatigue, so I'm gonna make some coffee. And then all of a sudden they're
seething,
going to the hospital,
foaming at the mouth
because their stomach lining isn't lining anymore.
Ah, yes, the non-existent stomach lining.
Yeah. Still blackmailing Whitechapel.
Still, I'm blackmailing everybody.
You're not blackmailing anyone.
No.
People are blackmailing the hospital.
Mrs. Ashbury.
Yeah. Does she work there too?
Yeah.
Ah.
She works there at night as well.
Ah.
That's what she was saying.
Yeah. Her visits coincide with people who have died that are missing a lot of blood.
A lot of blood. Yeah, Lucian, are you missing a lot of blood?
You don't know what it's like to miss a lot of blood.
You're not a woman.
Or a victim of a stabbing.
Oh, yeah, that too, I guess.
Or
yeah.
a victim of self-defense.
When I perform it.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, welcome.
Hello.
I'm Firefly.
I'm Rumfus.
This is Vampyr, Vampire. I'm a doctor.
Yes.
And we're
going to Mr. Butterscotch.
Are we going to Mr. Butterscotch now?
Yes.
Yeah, because I talked shit to the priest. I was like, how dare you...
You finished the side quests. You can give him the bronchitis medication.
I might have bronchitis. I'm kidding. Anyway, we're going... All this blood. It wasn't me.
No.
You know what else you shouldn't have done? Fucked your best friend's wife.
Yeah.
See you again. But here we are.
Mm-hmm.
This guy. Mr. Bronchi.
Bronchiodocious.
Hello, sir.
Mr. Petrescu.
Oh, it's Petrescu.
Oh.
You again. Go away.
Man to man.
Yeah.
Sir, wait. Stop this nonsense. I know Nurse Crane is here. Shall we speak man to man, you and I?
If that's what I am.
All right. Speak up. Don't you see we're on the same side? We fight to help the poor, sick, and abandoned.
I'm nothing like you, Mr. Doctor.
Yeah, you haven't been
Yes,
helping.
You are. You too believe in providing medical care without charge. You know what we have to sacrifice to make the world a better place.
Some
Yeah.
toes.
Admit your words have conviction.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I'll let you see Dorothea. Don't make me regret this, though.
It's not like I'm gonna go in and murder her.
We'll see about that.
What? Is there any documents? Oh. I'll just take these.
Free of charge.
Free of charge, but my service of being here is not free.
Talk to him. Give him the braggadocious medicine.
Okay.
If you want to talk to Dorothea, you must go across the courtyard and take the stairs.
We've not been formally introduced. May I ask your name and occupation, sir?
And your social
Darius
insurance number.
Petrescu.
I don't think they
I'm
had this
here
back
to
then.
keep snitches and spies away from Dorothea. And I also run this little print shop.
Oh, what do you print?
Do you need some help, Mr. Petrescu?
I am very tired, but that is all.
It's not
I
fatigue.
don't need you, Doctor.
It's not fatigue, okay?
Well, I think you do. Take this, and you'll feel
Dorothea should have known.
Drugs from an English doctor. It must be my lucky day.
It's because I like your bowling hat. That's why.
So Dorothy's real name is not
Oh,
Crane.
this is...
Myself and many people
right.
in this area. Dorothea is
What?
from occupied Romania. That's all you need to know.
She seems important to the community.
More than you can imagine. The West End does not want to hear of Whitechapel's misery. Dorothea is one of the few doing something about it.
I cured people Dorothea hasn't cured yet, even you.
Yeah, I forgot that this guy does the publication, and that was the guy that was writing the poetry and stuff. Was trying to submit his work here, and this guy wouldn't print it.
Right. Oh shit! Right.
Yeah, I only noticed that because of that
Nithercots.
tip right there.
Did you refuse to publish Richard Nithercott's previous works, Darius?
Yes, his manuscript is as pompous as he is starched. Now there's a man who loves the sound of his own voice.
You could have told him so.
As a great writer recently said, politeness is the most acceptable hypocrisy.
Oh, okay. Alright.
Tell me everything you
Oh.
know about Camellia, the mute florist.
I do not believe in the afterlife, Doctor, but I'm almost convinced Camellia is an angel. She volunteered to give out our medical leaflets.
How'd she do that? How'd she volunteer when she doesn't talk?
Right?
Like, is she a mute as in, like, she's taken oath to not talk and she can actually talk? Or, like, can she actually not talk?
I don't know.
How would she volunteer? Did she write it down on a piece of paper and be like, here you go, I will hand out pamphlets?
Maybe she must know something if she runs a florist shop.
Yeah. She just has her prices all written down and she'll just point with, like, a stick. Be like, see this?
See this price?
Reid. Peeps.
Tapping on the board.
Yeah, and then people are like, well,
like,
ma'am, I can't read.
I only want to pay 5 shillings for these.
6. Yeah, she just ticks, and if you don't listen, she'll hit you with it. It's like a bamboo stick or something. But she's an angel.
Yeah.
Are you not worried for her safety?
She is as brave as she is tough, and clever, too. If only I had met her when I was younger.
Are
Weird.
you in love with Camellia, Mr. Petrescu?
Don't be stupid. If I had met her when I was younger, we could have won our revolution.
How?
Oh, you mean like war. She's a tough, kind lady.
Mute.
Mute lady. Angelic.
Angelic, some might say.
Yes.
Who is she, really? Do you know where she's from?
She's not from around here, that's all we know. Camellia is not even her name. It's her favorite flower.
You say she has no close family.
Well, there's that awful poet who constantly follows her around like a lost puppy. A good man for sure, but a very poor writer.
Well, that's not family. That's just someone that likes her.
Yeah.
Oh, I guess there's no more to talk about yet. How's your life? Oh, personal questions.
Do you have any family left, Mr. Petrescu? Children or grandchildren?
We know you have
Who
children.
knows? I have abandoned my people for so long, they might as well be dead. As dead as I am for them, I suppose.
Don't be embarrassed, sir. If you must know, my own father disappeared many years ago, and I forgave him.
It's quite awkward to talk about our families like this, but...
I didn't know
Dr.
that.
Reid. I appreciate
What?
I didn't know about that. Like,
You
his
just-
father left. Huh.
Just found out.
Yeah, here's some backstory on our little Jonathan Reid.
This war won't last forever. Did you ever think of returning to your country now it's free?
No. I have taught strength and determination to my sons and daughters.
Oh, so you do have kids.
I'm an old, dying man who only has memories of better times to cherish.
Oh. Oh, okay.
How did you meet Dorothy Crane, Darius? Why does she trust you?
I'm her oldest friend in England. Dorothea and I share many ideas about this country and about the country we left.
You mean occupied Romania, don't you? Even if not directly, I fought against your enemies.
Really? then perhaps you have more in common with Dorothea than meets the eye, Dr. Reid.
Mm-hmm.
I'm also not human when I said we talk man to man. But you know.
I know.
Let's
you
talk
fought
Mono
for
e
the country
Vampyrio.
of Darius.
He'd be
Tell
like,
me
what?
more about
Nothing.
it.
I know my days are numbered, and I know I won't see my homeland again. But I fought for Romania all my life, and I will until my last breath.
But Romania escaped the grasp of the Austro-Hungarian Empire.
Oh.
It's a free country again.
But it's not the country I fought for. My homeland is not appeased, Doctor. And I still see a dark future ahead for my people.
Or maybe I'm just going blind.
No, he only had
It
bronchitis.
was a joke.
Goodbye.
He said it was a dark future, so he said he was going
Do you
blind.
need a candle? You got some in here. What's this?
Got a number of candles in here.
Bottle of cheap gin.
Sweet,
No.
getting drunk tonight, boys.
Me and Dorothea.
It's locked.
Oh, well. New collectible. Oh. The antique figure of the Vrykolakas. I probably said that wrong. In my many journeys, I believe I was the most amazed by my exploration of the Mediterranean Isles, and particularly the island of Santorini, searching for traces of vampire presence in these sunburnt lands. Herodotus himself refers to the island in his 4th book, and I'm personally convinced that there are many mysteries to be unveiled in this part of the world. Who knows that, even today, the island of Santorini is still considered by some as the most vampire-infested place in the world. Way more than the Carpathians, and that is, its inhabitants are considered as specialists of the vampire hunt, or the hunt of... as they call this creature.
You said, I think you said it right. Vrykolakas.
You think?
Yeah.
According to the local myths, the Vrykolakas is a dead person who does not decay and can show a vermilion complexion as long as he is gorged with fresh blood. He cannot enter a house without knocking and getting a response. Garlic makes him flee. He does not consume under the sun, but his skin blackens. He can change into wolf and other animals. What struck me the most is that the same name exists, with small variations from Mediterranean Sea to Balkans. I was gonna mention about, how, like, these vampires, like me, like Reid and stuff, like, I didn't have to ask to come in. Or have I just been invited to places this whole time? Because, like, I guess the old guy let me in.
Yeah, you had to knock and come in.
And then Swansea was like, yeah, you can come in.
Everywhere else, the doors are open, kind of. Oh,
no, a lot of them are closed, so maybe it's like that. Like, I can't enter unless someone lets me.
But you, like, went into the morgue.
Yeah, but that wasn't occupied with people. Like, I think it's like, if it's a person's house...
It's weird.
You have to ask for entry, or they have to give him access.
It's such a weird, like, quirk that...
They're polite.
Way too polite for their own good.
Could you just, let me in?
Please?
Please?
Won't bite you, I swear.
No.
I'm not a vampire.
No. Not that. No. The Greeks call him the Vrykolakas. The Bulgarians and the Macedonians name him Varkolak, or Varkolak. Oh, jeez. The Serbians call him Vakudlak. I'm probably saying this wrong. I'm sorry.
Vakodlak.
A name so similar to the Volkod we already know, my dear brothers. Just to write the few words now gives me the shivers. I'm personally convinced that we are here confronted to some of proto-vampire. Proto-vampire, huh? Maybe they are a missing link between the modern vampires and the creatures that came before them. If God allows me enough time, I wish one day to go back to the Santorini island and find the trail of the antique and forgotten figure. From Drinking at the Fountain of Knowledge by Usher Talltree, primate of St. Paul. He's the monkey.
He's just a monkey.
Huh. Yeah, I guess, because some vampires, like older ones, could turn into bats. Or a werewolf, even.
Mm-hmm.
Huh. I can't do shit. I can make coffee.
I can make coffee.
An Advil.
That's good. Now anyone can just come in.
Yeah. I'm just searching. No. I came in from there. I can't go in there. Just open this one too, guys.
There's people in this one, he just walked in.
Yeah, so I don't know, Ben.
Maybe it's just what they've recorded as people being polite. Or maybe if it's like, if they have intention on killing the person,
Oh, maybe.
then they need to ask permission.
You guys don't need these shillings.
They need to, like, justify it to themselves in some weird way. It's like, well, they let me into their house, so obviously they don't have a problem with me killing them. It's their fault at that point.
Oh.
Razvan.
I don't know who that is.
It's just a small grassroots dispensary here, and you're just taking all their stuff.
So I can cure them. If it lets me.
That sounds like a vampire.
It does. Are you trying to cure vampirism, Miss Crane?
I need help.
You need a whole lot of water and a whole lot of Jesus.
That's, yeah. You also
Going
need...
into convulsions, Doctor.
You also need some garlic,
Help
though.
her.
I don't need to help her.
What do we have here, nurse?
Patient Razvan Vasily. High fever running on 3 days. Complaints of dizziness, muscle aches, and head pain. Diagnosed with influenza.
Treatment?
Aspirin and salicin for the fever and discomfort. Liquids for dehydration, but he's having trouble keeping even water down.
Thank you, nurse. Anything else I should know?
He did lose consciousness this morning, but he's never had convulsions like these.
He's not convulsing, he's choking. He's not getting any air. Scalpel! Hand me that scalpel!
What can I do, Doctor?
Do we have any anesthetics?
It's too dangerous to operate with these convulsions. Sedative, nurse. Do we have any anesthetics?
I'm sorry, Doctor. None at all.
For fuck's sakes!
Well.
Doing it anyway.
Close to me. Short pipe. That rubber tube will do. We're going to cut a passage for air through the neck.
Yes, Doctor. He's breathing again, but he's coughing up blood.
I don't hear coughing.
I need to make another incision into the chest cavity to drain the fluids from the lung. Prepare another tube.
A thoracostomy. Doctor, we've nothing to fight the infection. We need an aseptic environment.
Right then, Nurse Crane. What do you suggest we do?
I've no idea. I'm not the doctor.
Time is of the essence. We need to perform a thoracic drain.
Yes, Doctor.
I hope I didn't fuck up. I don't know. But what if he starts bleeding and I get hungry?
He's still bleeding, Doctor. I'm losing his pulse.
The drain must have punctured the intercostal artery. There's too much blood.
Are you all right, Doctor?
I can't see.
The Crumb Lord came back. Suture the artery. He's gonna drink him if not.
I must first suture the artery.
I was gonna tell her to leave me alone, but yeah, I guess I'm gonna kill them.
The source of the blood.
Needle and thread, Doctor.
Good. The stitches are holding. How's he doing?
We're losing him. We've lost his pulse. He's dying, Doctor.
I don't know what to do. this means.
Epinephrine or cardiac massage?
Cardiac massage, now.
Cardiac... What? Are you making this up as you go along?
I don't know what to do.
We've lost the pulse. He's gone, Doctor.
Nurse, we did everything we could.
Truly? Everything you could. Is that how you'll report this in your log? Is this how the war went? Piling up one poor corpse beside the next?
This was not an influenza-induced seizure. I've never seen symptoms like these on the continent.
Maybe he's turning.
Neither have I. But the previous symptoms leading up to this attack were the same, indistinguishable from the epidemic.
No. There was something more vile in these reactions. Something primitive.
There have been numerous reports of mental breakdowns caused by the fever that accompanies the flu itself, Doctor.
Yes, but... I'd best take some samples of the blood for analysis.
I didn't think I could save him. She's
Epinephrine
got dick
might have
all.
helped. Yeah, she's got nothing here for that kind of surgery.
Well,
I doubt you're here to test my bedside manners.
no. But I'm taking your shillings.
What do I owe this courtesy?
It's locked, all right.
Can you see his dick?
Can we see his dick?
Oh, he's got like shorts on.
This is an unfitting
Or his
place
legs
for
lead to
us.
nothing.
I suspect it was more than intuition alone that led you to us. So, how might I be of service, Dr. Reid?
Wow.
Everything sounds rude. But, like, I don't know if they're blackmailing Ashbury. I don't know.
I've come to put an end to this insufferable blackmailing, Dorothy.
Doctor, you think your warnings scare me? I've stolen and plied, blackmailed and lied, but what else am I to do? I'm all these people have.
I don't think she knows.
But why Lady Ashbury? Why her, of all people?
She's pristine and proper, all right. But that she-wolf in sheep's clothing murders the poor for sport. I have her where she belongs, and I'll milk her for all she's got.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
Dr. Swansea is a sensible and honest man. He wouldn't have refused your friend's care at Pembroke.
It's easy for you to say, Doctor. These people cannot go to the police, nor to the hospital. They don't even speak English. They depend on me for everything.
So, the end justifies the means. Is that your defense?
Oh.
I know you're kind, Doctor. Just another fine-heeled, silver-spooned gentleman who was given the world on a platter.
Nope.
You know nothing of poverty. Nothing of the shame, the hunger, the loneliness.
I killed my sister earlier.
My dad left us when I was really young and he never returned.
I fought in the war.
You've convinced me of the sincerity of your actions and their noble justifications. But all the same, blackmail is a crime, and it will stop, Nurse Crane.
So, are you going to turn me over to the authorities?
You gonna spare her, embrace her, or charm her?
I can charm her.
You can charm her.
Listen very carefully, Dorothy. You will erase from your memory everything you pretend to know about Lady Ashbury and Pembroke Hospital.
Let that rich bitch off the hook over my dead
Nurse
body.
Crane, enough. Listen as if your life depended on every word. I know you've a generous heart who gives freely to those in need, but you shall walk away from the shadier streets of your business.
I will never abandon...
Dorothy, the discussion has come to a close. Your clandestine activities in the Resistance are over. Let it go.
I'll let it go. Yes. All gone.
Your mesmerized level went up. New citizens are available to kill. What did it say?
It'll suffer the consequences of my actions.
Well, I'm assuming it'd say that good or bad.
Yeah, I mean, like, I didn't want to kill her.
Oh, what's going on in her lap?
Ma'am? You okay? Are you having... I don't have anything for period cramps.
That's what that is. Are you sure she's just not hungry? Her stomach's growling.
That could be her stomach. I don't want her to forget about, like, doing this. Is that what she did? I just told her to stop blackmailing. Oh, well, we're...
Oh, ignore that.
You see no...
Oh.
This one stinks already.
Are they bad people? Oh, they are.
Okay, so it wouldn't fucking matter anyway. They're just coming in and murdering people. Now I'm gonna murder you!
Die, then! Murdering bastard!
Excuse me.
You murdered first.
You came in here killing innocent people. Oh, I missed one. Well, we gotta live with the actions I just did.
Yep.
I thought it was the best option.
It probably is. Like, there's probably, like...
I didn't want to kill her.
There's, like, the two options. Like, either kill her or tell her to stop. Or, like, the neutral ground one.
Yeah.
Which she did, I guess, the neutral one.
Me?
Yeah.
Well, she's not resigned from the... Oh.
There's one more to the right as well.
Yeah, I just wanted to see which one I wanted to take out first.
Stupid fucking
Oh.
Ah.
Num, 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 num.
Where's Petrescu?
Num, 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 num.
I'm not a leech. That's rude. I have standards.
Yeah. Is Darius alright?
Dayron Arius?
No, Darius.
Oh, Petrescu?
Darius Arian.
Mr. Petrescu?
Yeah.
I don't know, but we'll find that out next time.
You let the people in. That's why they came in and killed everybody. You opened all the doors. You caused this.
That's not why.
Your actions have consequences.
That wasn't it. That wasn't because I opened
How
the doors.
do you know?
It was the choice I made.
Oh, was it?
Don't say that. I didn't... You know what? They were gonna find out anyway. You think that old man could have kept these 6 people coming in? Just, no, you can't come in. No.
No, go away.
Yeah, they were like, oh yeah, sorry. Get out of here. Come on. Any day next time. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Firefly.
I'm Rumfus.
Good night. Be safe. And
Cast on.
It was not because I opened the gates. No, it's
Sure.
not.
Sure.
You don't know that. Stop looking at me like you know.